The streets of Los Santos can turn even the most stand-up citizen towards a life of dastardly deviance. I was raised on the hard streets of Vice City. Coming to Los Santos, I intend to keep that. My name is Jet Black, and I am a criminal. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I had to do the dramatic opening. Welcome in, everybody, to nuts. Thank you for the nuts, Akira. Stella, 105 stream streak. Good golly, goodness gracious. That is a lot. That's a lot. I have a hard time believing I've done that many streams. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, as I said in the announcement and as the stream title suggests, today is going to be a lot about criminals. But there are going to be other things. I'm gonna have to tune in and get that many eventually. Goodness. So, for instance, since the last one, I have done a parking update. So, it's a bit, if you ever played on Unscripted, it's very similar to their parking, where you can retrieve a vehicle, and you click it, and it spawns it, or at least it's supposed to. Uh-oh. Don't tell me the fucking... Ah! This is a great start.
Busy as usual. Hey, how come you never got back to me about that thing?
Oh, I know what happened. I deleted a lot of vehicles. I am floating ever so slightly. True. I'm usually floating ever so slightly. I wonder why that is. Oh, it's my, there we go. Oh, hold on. There we go. There we go. I did not say hello. Hello, Stella. Hello, Imp. Old Game Lady. Hey, welcome in. Ravenbrand. Hi. Rex Trex. Welcome. And Akira. Sorry, the dramatic narration got me off track. And P-Dude. Hello, hello. Here for the criminal lore. Well, you get no criminal lore from Jet in this stream. That was the raised in Vice City is all the lore you're gonna get. So, but yes, essentially you can bring a you know what? Here, I'll just I'll do this. Spawn vehicle, compacts, ballista, vehicles, buy vehicle. It's mine now. So, the way that a vehicle works is I hand coordinated every fucking parking spot in every garage to make this work as I wanted it to. So essentially, you park your car in a parking spot. It doesn't have to be. It could be literally anywhere in the parking lot, so long as it is close enough to the garage guy. Then you hit park vehicle. Unless it fucking broke since my last one.
I'll take a look when I get there.
Did not park if that vehicle is not registered to anyone. It might have broken since my last one. I haven't messed with the vehicle parking in fucking forever. So it probably broke while I was doing something else, which is great. I was just showing it as a little thing. It's fine. It's going to be the Crimer special anyway. I'll have to fucking fix this afterwards. Oh, no, there it goes. Oh, it's because that one... Oh... That's something I haven't messed with. Okay, it was trying to register that one as the one that I wanted to park because it was closer. I see, because how it currently works is it looks for the closest vehicle, but it's supposed to be the closest vehicle that's registered to you. Okay, I see. I'm gonna have to fix that. And then it spawns in one of these available parking spots randomly. I'll park it, and then I'll retrieve it. And now it's over there, see? Make a sacrifice to... Thank you for your sacrifice to Steluminous. But, We may not have criminal lore, but we will have criminal lore. Exactly. Not from Jet, from the city. I want to know the things. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so.
Checkup? I don't need a checkup.
Whoa, man.
What the fuck was that about? There's going to be, so basically, how organized crime works, and I say organized, it's not like, how the criminal things that I have implemented work is there are 4 separate tiers. There is convenience store robberies, which is going to be probably the most common, just because it's easy, but there's a caveat to it. House robberies, money truck robberies, which is going to be, I think, some very fun player versus player RP, and bank/jewelry store robberies. So we're gonna get into all that. Did I say money truck? I did, but it's not the money truck that you know of, Rex. It is not an NPC money truck. It is going to be a player money truck, and it is going to serve a very important purpose. But we'll get to that. So, how
Hey there.
the store works.
Nice weekend. I'm hitting the
Is there going to be Cocta in Oasis? There might be. There might be. How this works. Every convenience store has its own balance, okay? Based on how much people have bought. Now, I played around with the balancing, going like, what is the best way to do this? Originally, I was going to have money trucks pick up deposits from the convenience store, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that. You just making me warm up my shooting wrist. Why'd you do this to me? Knock over a money truck or just rob a ton of stores to start? So, that's the thing. So, convenience stores have their own balance. They start at 0, all of them. However, every time someone buys something from the convenience store, it adds to their balance up to $5,000. After $5,000, whatever balance is put into the convenience store gets transferred into the state treasury. It doesn't just get deleted. No money ever gets deleted. That is the economy that I have been working on making the entire time. But it adds to the treasury. So, at any time, a store will only have anywhere from $0 to $5,000, depending on who's used it. It does not reset on a server reset. It only ever empties when it's robbed. Okay? So if you're not doing a lot of robbing, or if no one's doing a lot of robbing, convenience stores will start to get some pretty good change to get to. Okay? You can buy $100 worth of food and rob it to get your money back? Abso-fucking-lutely you can. You absolutely can. However, there are 2 ways to rob a convenience store. Okay? So, hi, Red. Welcome in, Red. Please start stream from the beginning. Nope. Deal with it. If what you rob to get your money back is just infinite money for food, I mean, yes, but here's the thing about it. So here, I've been using clothing bags because they're big, ticket items. I'll buy a couple clothing bags. So this cashier now has $500 in their register. Okay? There are 2 ways to rob him. One is point a gun at him. You have to keep the gun on him or the progress stops. If the gun is off of him for too long, I think it's 5 seconds, the whole action will reset. So, there you go. Put it back on him. It takes, I think it's 30 seconds. No, 20 seconds maybe? But halfway through, you're going to see the notification in the top right. The alarm goes off. Police are on their way. Halfway through robbing them, the alarm's going to go off. And through this method, you only get 60% of what is in the register. Okay? So, that is one way. The other way, if you have an advanced lockpick, you can open the register with a fucking Skyrim-style lockpick game. God damn it. And as soon as you open it, the alarm goes off and police will be on their way. So as soon as you succeed on that lockpicking, the alarm goes off, police are notified that you are robbing the store. So that is why saying, yes, you can rob the register and get your money back, but is it really gonna be worth it for potentially getting arrested? You know? NPC police or player police? It's gonna be player police. So now I have my full 500 back from that purchase. It is gonna be player police. So the police will get a little notification that says, the hacking CRIM jet is sending you. Police will get a notification that says a convenience store is being robbed on this, and they can accept the ping to get a waypoint to that store, or they might just have to figure out which store it is since they already have a map flip. I like Jet's mask. Thank you. He's a crimer. He's a dastardly man. So yes, you can absolutely buy things and then just get your money back. However, it's really not worth it. Like, it's really not worth it in most situations. And I'm actually going to be nerfing the food and drink from the convenience store, so you're not going to be incentivized to do that. So that is essentially convenience store robberies. Now, something it shipped with some kind of safe function. I think it's this. Oh yeah, try combination. I haven't actually fucked around with this. I've been meaning to get to this, but I just haven't. I don't know what that is. I'll get to it if it means something. Maybe instead of going to the treasury, anything above 5,000 will go into a safe, and you have to figure out how to get into the safe. We'll see about that. I'm 100% convinced that Jet would steal a bronc that I hold in it. Oh yeah, probably. For what we're doing, I'm going to have clear weather for the foreseeable. What? Jet, come on. You don't gotta be so suspicious. Feel better, Stell. So yeah, that's tier 1. Super simple. You just need an advanced lockpick or a firearm, and you point the firearm at the convenience store clerk. And halfway through, the firearm is the easiest one, of course, because you don't have to worry about breaking your lockpicks. But it also only gives you 60% of it. And the logic behind that is that the store clerk doesn't, he's in a hurry, he's scared. He doesn't give you everything. He misses some. And that also lets the store be robbed by other people in that fashion. However, there is a cooldown. I think it's 10 minutes. I think there's a 10-minute cooldown between how many times you can rob a convenience store. But that works for convenience stores and liquor stores. Both of them have their own inventories. You buy things, and yeah, then you can just rob them back, sure. That's an opportunity for RP, and I'm not mad. 10 minute per store. It is a global cooldown. If someone else, oh, you know what? Here, hold on. If someone else tries, someone else already cleaned me out. You see that notification up there? So it'll tell you can't rob this place right now. You can do a marathon of robbing. I expect you to do a marathon robbing, but again, the caveat is none of these stores will have any money in them unless people buy things. So it's unreliable. You're never going to know what stores have money. So it's not about the money. Hey, fair enough. You do you. It's about the fact I need to do it. Absolutely do it. That's your attitude right there is exactly what I'm hoping for from the criminals. That is why I made it how I did, so people can run this marathon. And, that means there's going to be hot spots. Like, this convenience store near the ammunition, I imagine this one's going to be hit like constantly because that's probably the one that people are going to use the most. And this one down near the blocks. So, sorry man, I'm a crimer. Told me I can do crime and not lose my business. I'm full sending this. Absolutely full send it. I'm a crimer. I've got to do crimer things. I've got to be low quality roleplay. And oh, hold on here. Let me there we go. Oh yeah, you can carjack. I forgot this was a thing because it's kind of an outdated thing.
Dude!
I might need to remove this. I don't think it functions how I want it to function. Oh, no, it does. You get the key. I'll just need to remove that little, I'll need to remove that little notification that says you obtained keys to this vehicle. That's a remnant of a previous key system before, I made the Oasis key system that has physical keys and such. Because I really liked that from Unscripted. A lot of these things are going to be from Unscripted, from Chase, and from how I wish things were. Like, just, you'll see a lot of similar functionalities to previous servers, just because why reinvent the wheel? If I liked what a server did, I'm going to, you know, make it in this server. I don't like it. Akira had a question. Robbing people, just to make them... Quick question, how do we get firearms? Is Ammunition going to sell them willy-nilly, or do we have to manufacture them ourselves? Ammunition is not going to sell them willy-nilly. They will sell basic firearms if you have a valid weapons license. Advanced firearms, as in automatic weaponry, pump shotguns, rocket launchers maybe, I'm still deciding on that one, will be craftable. And the crafting system will be done with valet system from Anthem? Absolutely not. I fucking hate the valet system. Sorry. It is your job to keep up with your car. And if it gets stolen, worst case scenario is it's going to end up in impound. So, Rex, there is such a... I'm speaking to you because you seem to be very in tune with like CRIM grinding. There is every reason to CRIM grind on this server, okay? However, the CRIM grinding is not going to be infinite. I'm here. Hey, welcome in, Color. Esteemed man, sorry. Welcome in. So, okay. When you say garage valets, there are garage valets, like this guy here. There are people that you can retrieve your car from. When I say no valets, I mean that your car is not going to be brought to you by an NPC that just fucks off. Yeah, CRIM grind should never be infinite. Exactly. So, do y'all, should we do the money truck first, or should we do the house robbery? Probably the money truck. Let's do the money truck, because I can test that easier. So, here's how the entire money truck system works. And this might sound worse than it is at first, but hear me out on how this works, okay? What did you miss? Jet's a crimer. He's a look at him. He's a dirty crimer. Oh, fuck, I gotta remove these guys, because we have the tablets now, and the business, app is made. But hear me out, okay? Should cars be left alone for 12 hours, be put into insurance like Umbra so you can get them back? It'll be put into the impound. I might buy car insurance. I don't know. Oh, we'll see about that. But right now, I think cars left out persist where they are. Either that or they go to the impound. Like on server restart. I think they persist where they are, I'm pretty sure. Because I didn't want people to get stranded just because they're, you know, out and about during a server restart. So I think they persist where they are. I think how it works is if you are offline when a server restarts, it will get sent to the impound. And if your car is out, I'll look more into that after this. I haven't looked that far into it. So I'm going to clock on at LSC. Okay. I'm going to, so this is how LSC works, by the way. This is how you charge someone. Add a bill, it's going to be $500, okay? And then the customer looks at this. There, I'll even clock off to show you. God, y'all hear that thunder? Jeez. Cash register, pay $500, cash or bank. I don't mind having bank transactions, if I'm honest. I might change my mind later if people, but I don't want a lot of player-on-player criminal activity, save for money trucks or hostage situations that are played well. So right now, I'm cool with bank transactions. So paid $500. Now, what that did was that put money into a safe that the business has, okay? And that safe is represented by a keypad. Now, this option, transfer money to deposit box. What this does is this takes all the current money. So you can't access the money yet as a business owner. That $500 you do not have yet. What you need to do is transfer the money to a deposit box. Okay? Then an on-duty officer comes by, opens the deposit box, and gets a branded check. We don't have an icon for it yet. Stella's gonna draw one. Branded check, LSC, payable only to LSC only, $500. Okay? So what that means is even if a criminal were to take that check, they could not deposit it into their account. But we'll get to that. Don't worry. It's not a foolproof system where the crims can't do anything, okay? But we've got to go through the whole process here, all right? So typically what would happen is a officer would have a money truck, okay? They would go around in a money truck, retrieve a vehicle, money truck, okay? They would go around in a money truck to these places. There is a special code for the money truck that they set when they take it out, okay? So the doors are secured. Open rear doors, code 1234, then that gets you into this. So they grab the check, they put it in there, that is now safe in the money truck. However, it is not completely safe because a criminal, if they have a drill, can drill into the money truck. So if someone is doing a multi-stop round of the businesses and depositing the checks in the truck, a criminal can slip in. It only takes, I had to make it take 10 seconds because there has to be a window where you can get caught. And they get in. They get it. Okay? They get the branded check. But let's say they don't. No, actually, let's say they do. Because the only other stop after that is the cop takes the branded check to the bank, and that's when the business gets access to their funds. The cop can cash the business, not cash. The cop can deposit the branded check. You know what? I'll show that to you as well. It doesn't take me but a minute to do this process, so I'll show you that as well. All right, so the cop would then take the check to a bank, and you can see deposit business check. So I'm a cop. I'm on the clock as a cop right now. It has nothing to do with me being LSC. Deposited 500 to branded check. So I can look at my bank account now, and I'll have my bank account and the LSPD bank account. Well, no, not the LSPD one because I'm not of rank to have it. And you see register payment. That's where I paid the bill at LSC. But if I clock on to Los Santos Customs and view the bank account, you will see, oh shit. Something broke in my most recent because when I got LB tablet and LB phone, I had to update the banking. Something broke. You would see, economy. LSC, well, you didn't see what it was previously, but it was 73,544 or 73,044. Now it's 544. So it did deposit into the correct account. It's just we can't see it right now because something fucking broke. You have no idea how much changing other things breaks shit, man. Anyway, let's go get another branded check real quick. Yonk. Yonk. I'm still clocked in. Cash register, add a bill, 500. Cash register, pay, bank, boom. Move money to deposit box. Clock off. Transfer. Oh, wait, no. Clock on. LSPD. Okay, so let's say you are a criminal, but then if the CRIM gets the check, what can they even do? That is what I'm showing you right now. There is, okay, hold on. I've got a time 22. Fence where. Give me those coordinates. So, this moves into the black market for criminals. I went around and placed this guy in 10 randomized locations on the map. If you are within, I think it's 30 or 300 meters of this icon, it'll appear on the map. So here, hold on. I'm gonna put a little marker here. Oh. Meow. Okay, I'm still close enough. Still close enough. It's probably 300 meters. Okay, so you have to be fairly close to him. How am I? I'm doing well. Thank you, Cole. Welcome in. You have to be this close or that close to him. So I think it's either 30 or 300 meters. I can't remember. But if you are close enough, this little thing pops up that says, oh, fucking hell. Hold on. Oh, did it randomize? Okay, no, there it is. This little thing, someone worth knowing. You see this right here? So it doesn't straight up say, this is the black market. Someone worth knowing. So if you just happen to be driving around and you see that, it's like, huh, what's that about? So you're gonna go to it. You're gonna go see what's up. And I made it a randomized location so cops can't camp it. This all sounds really cool so far. Thank you. It has been so much. But I made it a randomized thing so cop can't. At the worst, cops can do a patrol. I want to say parole. Not being able to camp it is really smart. Thank you. I have tried to think of every asset I can. Okay, so these are the things he can do. You can trade. This is where the CRIM grind kind of gets you some money. These prices are not final, first off, but he will buy things that you get from house robberies, and you can buy things that people have sold from house robberies. So it's a two-way market, just like the farmer's market, where if someone just wants to rob houses, doesn't care about crafting shit, and just wants to get money, they take it to the black market. Then the people who don't really want to do the robbing grind but want to do the crafting and are okay just buying things can then buy it. It's a self-sustaining economy. So that's the trading part of it. Wash money, we'll get to that. Assemble a kit, we'll get to that. Buy drill, that is the drill you will need for money robberies and bank robberies. We'll get to that, I already have one. Assemble a printing press. This is where we are. So, to assemble a printing press, you need 5 scrap electronics, 1 action figure, 2 cufflinks, and a battery. These are all things that you obtain through house robberies. Or, if people are robbing houses and you want one, you can trade, buy it, and then just buy the items. I'm gonna lower the cap from 60. That's just a leftover because this is basically a copied farmer's market. Probably only gonna hold like 5 of each thing. Just so it doesn't get too thing. We'll see about that. I don't want to. If it only holds a little bit, it's going to pay a lot more. That I can assure you. But you can craft a printing press. When you have a printing press and you buy a drill and you successfully rob a money truck, that is when you can run the press and turn the branded check into a personal check, which can be deposited into any account. So boom, branded check gone, personal check here, pay to the bearer, $500, and we'll just go over to a bank real quick. So I have essentially just stolen $500 from Los Santos Customs, and I'll show you. I'm going to view my bank account so you can see the amount first. It's just going to be $500 more than what it currently is. So 053, deposit personal check, open bank account again. 553. There it is. And it even says when you in the log, it has a check deposit. So even if someone's looking at your account, they can't prove that was laundered money. Every damn time I give them the check, I don't trust them at all. So the thing is, you will have to follow them because, and that's another thing, is this is going to encourage player versus player with the people who are signing up for it. No more holding up stores because there's no point. They don't have money. They can't access the money in their safe. The only thing they can do is move the money into the deposit box that the LSPD grabs. There is 0 point into robbing player stores. Because I fucking hate that RP. And if you wanted that, I'm sorry. I'm not having it. I hate that RP because people who are running businesses don't want to deal with primers. It just ruins the experience. Yes, you can say, oh, well, it's realistic. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't like it. But they can still rob businesses by engaging the police. What if a business needs access to their money, but no cop wants to do the truck or online thing? Tough. You're gonna have to wait. However, I have thought of that. If it does become a problem, anything in the check deposit box will auto deposit after like I'm thinking either doing 24 hours of it being in there or after a server restart. I don't really want to do the server restart because then that encourages people to just move all their money right before server restart, and then they all get, and it kills the whole system. I'm thinking the 24-hour timer, so businesses will still get their income, but they will get it a lot faster with the cop system, and it's fun. You know, cops want to, like, it's a fun thing. Like, I want to make a cop do the money truck and, like, you know, have a shootout while driving high speed down the road. That sounds fun as hell, you know? What if you make it 24 hours upon request of the owner of the shop, and if the cop are there, ask, it can just be a few minutes. Exactly, 100% right there. That's a perfect system, Rex. I'll probably do that. You can still rob the biz money through the trucks. Exactly. The people who are signing up to be cops, who in their brain are saying, I'm going to be dealing with criminals, and I'm going to enjoy it because I'm making a cop character. Those are the people who you can rob from businesses from, not the people who just want to be business owners, not the everyday citizen that just chillin'. And we're also going to have a rule of engagement where you have to interact with someone for 5 minutes before you pull a gun on them. That is just a flat out rule. If you can't do that, get fucked. You know, you're just doing lazy RP and you're using a gun as a skip RP button. I hate people driving up, jumping out of a car, pointing guns. You've got to make it more engaging than that. You have to be more creative than that on this server. It is actually insane because I know I will be protecting my shit, but it adds a layer of teamwork of it. That's the goal. It adds, and that's another thing. You know, I said the whole thing of it takes 10 seconds because you got to drill into it. That means it'll take 2 officers to do this task if they want to be safe. 1 officer to stay with the truck, 1 officer to go in and collect the money. And that will leave less officers to deal with other crime. So criminals won't just be getting caught all the time every time a like alert goes off. You mean I need a real plot? Exactly. I'm so sick of people just pulling guns as a skip RP button. It is my least favorite thing. So even if someone wants to take a hostage, say, for bank RP, they still have to ease the hostage into it. And yes, you can say that, oh, well, you know, if I'm being super shady and someone doesn't want to, you know, be a hostage, then they're going to be able to, like, run away before I can pull a gun. Yeah. Yeah. They don't want to. The whole point of roleplay is that everyone involved has fun. If someone doesn't want to be a hostage, don't make them a hostage. Can I get 1 free helicopter if I join? Depends. If you're a cop, maybe. You can fly a police helicopter. But yes. Okay. Actually make a business for security for bank trucks. Yes, they can. That's another thing that I was hoping would be like an addition on top of this, is now security businesses will have a reason to exist. Is because places will want, or especially like cops, will want that extra protection. And so, yeah, I'm sold. I'm gonna start my security thing up again. Absolutely. The Harrison estate needs a heli. Well, housing is going to be part of this dev update. I'm sorry, there's so much to get through. I'm so excited to finally be sharing a lot of this with y'all. Okay, so next, house robberies, right? So you might say, okay, so we have house robberies. Now, the one thing that I've always had trouble with in RP is how the fuck do I know what houses I can rob? Like, where do I, like, am I just supposed to know that? Well, our little friend over here that is worth knowing, they'll tell you, but it's gonna cost you. So what you can do at the black market fence is you can ask about work. It's $250, and it marks a building on the map for you. A random building out of the robbable houses, okay? Is it 5 minutes? If it's a 5-minute timer, how do you rob a bank truck? And like, if cops show up, is it 5 minutes to talking, or a chase 5 minutes before talk? So, okay, I will make it clear that that rule applies to unarmed civilians, like people who are not cops, who are not other crimers that are holding guns. Like that is for unarmed civilians. That is for you pulling a gun on someone without any reason to do so other than you're wanting to demand something of them. Okay, so I think this is the house that you can get into on this side. I think it's here. When you walk up to a robbable house, fuck, it wasn't here. This is the one downside to it, is like, it's kind of, okay, it's over here, it's over here. It's kind of difficult to find, but, you know, the waypoint at least gets you generally. What if it's an armed civilian? It depends if they have their gun out or not. What I'm saying is, if you're talking to someone who you can not reasonably assume will retaliate with a gun, you do not pull a gun on them unless you have interacted with them for 5 minutes. If it is someone who already has a gun out, fine. If it's a police officer, fine. Even then, rules of engagement will still dictate that even if it's a police officer, you know, if you're drilling in the thing. Oh, so wait, 5-minute timer. Oh, yeah, you were talking about that. So if you're robbing a bank truck and the police pull a weapon on you, that's on you. You're doing an illegal thing. That's their job. You can't just jump someone without interacting, as it is piss poor RP. Exactly. So you get to a house. What you are about to see outside of the initial lockpicking mechanism is completely custom. Everything that past getting in there is custom design of how I wanted house robberies to work. Okay, so first we are going to get in there, and it's just the usual QBX lockpick mini game. 4 successes, you're in. On the top there, find the security keypad and disable it. Okay. Where's the security keypad? Oh, fuck. Security keypad. Where is it? Oh, God. I don't see a keypad anywhere. I don't... Oh, there's one. There it is. So, you go over to it, click it. It shows you 751-7947. 751-7947. 745-8324. Oh, I fucked up. 369-5776. 369-5776. 326-4... 326-4... Fuck! Oh, no! I fucked up! The alarm went off! That means the cops are on their way, okay? So that means you probably should get the fuck out. However, now I will show you succeeding. PBX... House robbery. Just had to restart the resource so this house refreshes. So, let's get back in there and try it for real this time. I'm an experienced criminal. I know how these things work. I know where these security pads usually are. Ah, there it is. There's a security pad. 633-6794. 633-6794. 1211745. 1211745. 1832148. 1832148. Boom. 3 successes. Alarm is disabled. loot the house to your heart's content. Chris, you have to change numbers in the game. I can't remember that many numbers. Nope. So you might notice a little thing on the bottom. That is a compass to the nearest loot spot. When you get there, you get search around. And this is where the looting minigame happens. Basically, what you're about to see, you will have 5 seconds to click as many good diamond circles as you can. Depending on how many good diamond circles you click will depend on what percentage of loot you get, how much you get. Every good diamond circle is 20%. Every bad diamond circle is minus 50%. So, good, bad, good, 100%. Boom. Full loot. A golden watch and a golden chain. Now, only 40%, oh no. Scrap electronics and a battery. Only 40% good loot. And now I'm walking around, I'm following my compass. Okay, it's right here. Got it. 60%. Golden watch and a golden chain. That was a good 60% roll. Now I'm going in here. Oh, it also tells you how many searchable spots are left. You see that one left down there? It tells you how many are left, so you're not just wandering around the house like crazy. Fuck! I missed... 80%. It's like in Roblox. Yeah, and a lot of other minigames. So, yes. So now this house is... And it said up in the top left, it's like, this house has been picked clean. That is your notification that you can now leave. You have looted everything, and because you disabled the alarm, you're scot-free. Police aren't on their way. They don't know that you robbed that place. You're good. If you fuck up the alarm minigame, or if you let it run out without finding the panel, police will be notified to your location, or to the house's location, and they will be on their way. So that's house robberies. You do enough house robberies. Let's go back to our good friend, the black market fence guy. He might be gone for the night. Oh, no, there he is. He only appears at night, by the way. He does not spawn during the day. Oh, God. My bad. Yeah. So, trade. I have a battery. Sell one of those. I have some scrap electronics. Sell that. That's all I can sell to him. The other stuff you sell to the pawn shop. The gold chain and gold watch, because they do not only come from house robberies, they also come from a jewelry store robbery. So now he has a stock of 1 scrap electronic and 1 battery. Oh, this is another thing. So you see that scrap electronics are now worth 59. Oh, I need to fix this. No, okay, so the buyback's fine. So you see that the scrap electronics are now worth 59. They are dwindling returns. That's why I had it as 60 stock. Because it can get very stocked, but every time someone sells something, it is less and less until someone buys it from the black market. And there should be a lot of buying from the black market because these are also things that will be used in gun crafting. All of these things will be used in gun crafting in some way. So I'm gonna buy that battery back, and I'm going to buy that scrap electronic back. Literally the same $105 I just got. There's no money creation there. You heard guns? That's right. All of these things that you can buy on the black market will be involved in gun crafting. So that is another reason. But let's say you don't want to sell to the black market. Let's say you want to go big. You want to rob a bank. Assemble a kit. This is the heist kit, okay? What you need is 1 hidden blueprints. Well, we can't wait to use a fucking action figure as an item. Exactly. I wanted it to be a little silly, you know? Why am I using an action figure as a crafting recipe in an AK-47, you know? Like, I wanted it to be a little silly in that regard. So, hidden blueprints, Dendrogira, and decorative egg. As well as a couple silverware, a pocket watch, and scrap electronics. So, hidden blueprints you can only get from dumpsters. It is a rare drop from dumpsters. You cannot sell it to the black market. You cannot get it from anywhere else. It has no use outside of crafting a heist kit. But if someone is scavenging and they happen upon it, they get a little message that says, this could be useful for something. Okay? So it tells the person, this is a special item you just got. Dendrogira. This you can only get from diving. This is a special kind of coral, also a rare drop, you can only get from dive salvage. And decorative eggs. This you can only get from house robberies. And it is also a rare drop. So, you will have to either go scavenge and rob houses a good bit, or talk to your fellow criminals. Say, man, I have 3 decorative... Thank you, NG. Welcome in. I have 3 decorative eggs, 2 dendrogiras, 2 silverware, 1 pocket watch, 5 scrap electronics, but I cannot get that blueprint. I'm gonna put out a reward. If someone will bring me that blueprint, I'll pay them $10,000. So, give item, give item 1, hidden blueprints 1. Okay, yeah, hidden blueprint. I'm gonna need to see how to spell that shit. I'm gonna type it in chat. Dendrogyr. I think it might be called Dendrogia Coral. Yeah, I think it's underscore. Yeah, there it is. I needed 2 of those, didn't I? And then 3 decorative eggs. Give item, me, decorative egg, and then simple kit, 2 silverware, 1 pocket watch. Silverware, 2. Pocket watch, 1. Scrap electronics. Nope. Goddamn. Scrap electronics. Okay, so now I have everything I need to assemble my heist kit. Assemble the kit. Takes away everything, and you get the heist kit. So I'm gonna clear my inventory real quick just to make it a little simpler as to what the heist kit gets you. Bonk, bonk. Sure, I'll just get rid of the printing press. We keep that. Okay. So anything after the 12... Oh, yeah, battery. Anything after the 12 gauge is what the heist kit gets you. So once you craft that, you are going to assemble, or you're going to use it. Takes away the heist kit, you get 2 thermites, 1 security card A, 1 security card B, which actually needs to be taken out. That is a remnant of a previous thing. 2 electronic kits, 1 Trojan USB. What this allows you to do: rob a Fleeca bank, rob the Polito bank, and rob the jewelry store, all with 1 kit. So, let's go through that process, shall we? From what I remember, where is that goddamn... Over here. There it is. Okay, so you got to get up on this roof, which I believe you're able to do via a ladder somewhere. I think it's actually on the other side of it, over... Yeah, so you climb up this unfinished area. You go all the way. You climb up this ladder, go all the way over here, right? With that electronic kit, you hit E to hack the door lock. And you've got to figure out... Now, this is not me. This is actually came packaged with it. You got to figure out... which one goes where. I think I've already fucked it up. You bet I did. Yep. Hack is unsuccessful. God damn it. That did use one of my electronic kits. Give item 1 electronic. This is why I'm not a crimer. I'm just gonna give myself a bunch of electronic kits. Oh, is it one word? There we go. Let's try that again. Tis math. Hey, that's good. 3. Okay. 6. Also 6. Okay, so this one's easy. Wow. There you go. Hacker man. So, what that did, that hack was successful. I think that hack lasts 45 minutes. So what that does is you then go back down towards the jewelry store. What that did was that unlocked the doors to the jewelry store. Now, what do? You walk in there with your posse, all holding shotguns or Uzis, and it has to be a shotgun or an Uzi, and you fucking smash them cabinets. You grab them jewelries. And the alarm goes off. After the first one is smashed, the alarm goes off. So you really need a team doing this, because there is a lot to do. And, you know, as soon as you smash that first one, the alarm fucking sounds. And every one of these cabinets you can break and loot. Get your jewelries, 10k gold chain, diamond ring, all this. Regular gold chain, etc. So, and just while I'm doing this, so the heist kit is only obtainable through through that crafting recipe. The only way to rob a jewelry store or a bank is through somebody, doesn't have to be you, somebody doing a lot of house robberies and other people doing scavenging. That is intentional. I do not want a bank robbery every day. I want a bank robbery to feel earned, and I want it to feel like you actually like did something. This is giving me flashlights. That one time Kiki participated in a jewelry heist. You know, if I'm honest, it was probably the exact same fucking mini game, because this, I'm not taking credit for this. This is mainly untouched. This is the Vangelico jewel heist that came shipped with QBX core. So like, you know, I'm not taking credit for this. I am going to balance how much money you get for the things that you're selling. But this is one of the only money faucets in the server, and that is intentional. I had thought about having no money faucets at all ever, like no money gets created, but then I had the thought, okay, what if someone has like $150,000 in their bank account and they don't log in ever again? That's 150,000, like they get banned. Now, you could say, well, that money could get emptied into the treasury, and you're right. But at the same time, you know, how long do you give people? I don't want someone to lose all their money just because they have a busy couple of months, you know? So I instead decided to allow a faucet in the form of bank robberies and the jewelry store robbery. Come get me, coppers! Anyway. So that's going to be going off for the next 45 minutes. I might change how long the alarm goes off. I might just leave it going for like 10 minutes or something. But it's a little annoying. You know what? Let's go to the Polito Bank. Mainly because, oh god. So sometimes when I've had the server open for a very long time and I'm doing a lot of things, it lags a little bit. That is not a server side issue. That is not going to happen to everyone. That is because I am hosting the server on my own machine, and it's just my machine is not that good. My computer is not that strong. Anyway, let's go to the Blaine County Savings Bank. So another thing you got in the heist kit was... Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna take away these doors. These doors don't need to exist. This is a public bank. This MLO assumes that you want people to own the bank, and I don't. Just woke up. What did you miss? A bit. The VOD will always be there. So that is the only money faucet. Okay, so basically what a money faucet is it is money that is created from nowhere. It is money that gets injected into the server that doesn't come out any account, any faucet, or sorry, any pocket, any inventory. It is money that gets minted. It is new money to the server. Okay? So, so we used an electronic kit on that jewelry store robbery. So that is one of the things, but you get two. I'm going to be working on this UI because I don't like this. You get two electronic kits. So that will be used later, as will the thermite and the Trojan USB. But for the Blaine County Bank, this is all you need, is this security card. You use the security card here. Once you do, this door right here will unlock. Donk. And you're in. However, the moment that happens, police are notified. Oh dear. Where are my drill spots? Oh no. Did the bank break? Bank robbery must have broken. So essentially, there's supposed to be prompts here that let you drill into these. There's 9 spots along the wall that will let you drill into them. I don't know why it broke. I'm gonna have to look into why it broke. It's been like 3 days, I think, since I checked on this, because I've been doing a lot of other things with other things. But yes, this is advised, 1, for you to have hostages so you can negotiate safe passage, and 2, for you to have a team so some of you can drill and some of you can hold hostage. This is not a one person does this thing job. If you try and do that, you're gonna get fucked. I'm sorry. That, like, this should not be one person is able to rob a bank with no help and no hostages. Robbing stuff is the only way. So then how do reg people get money? Like packages, like trucking, like for civs? I'm getting there. I will get there after the CRIM stuff. Yes. So this is not a one-person job. This is a job, but what it gives you is black money. And it's called black money in the label, but it's dirty money in the... So, what this gives you is dirty money. Okay? And how that works is that robbery, the Polito Bank robbery, can give you anywhere from like 150 to 300,000 dirty money. Now, keep in mind, you're not doing this alone. So you're gonna divvy up that money. It's not just going to one person. And if it is, they're probably making some enemies. So it's not without consequences. Fenceware, yep. Grab the black market guy's location. CPC, black market. I tried to put him in shady spots. Like, oh god, please. Might need to restart the server. I've been working on it a lot. That is what the wash money option is. And what that does is that gives you half of, like if you have 150,000, you get $75,000, actual dollars. And that is, that is the balancing mechanism there, which is a fair amount, given that 150,000 is the low end of it, and 300,000 is like kind of the higher end of it. So you can potentially get like 150,000 from a bank robbery. It takes a lot to get into it, but you also have to remember it's not really about the money. It's about the RP. Can I add microtransactions? Son, you know my position on those things. Um, so essentially, a bank robbery does still get you a goddamn good amount of money. You know, at minimum $75,000. That's a goddamn good amount of money on this server, because a good car is only going to cost you like, you know, $100 to $150,000, with the highest end cars being like 200,000. So that gets you nearly halfway through the highest end car, or halfway to a house. Let me restart the server real quick so it stops being all laggy. Un momento. Oh, yes. So, when you wash money, when it gets translated from dirty money to real money, it actually takes it out of the state treasury. It actually affects the state economy. And so that in itself is not even a money faucet necessarily. What? Macrotransactions. Thought you meant like paying $40 for disable alarm, or else it teleports all police to your location. We're banning Sun because Sun suggested I add microtransactions to Oasis. So funny if no one knew what was happening, right? They break into the house. Would you like to spend $40? Cancel. And that's what... Get him. Server's starting up. Give it a sec. Sometimes it takes a minute. But that is essentially all of the robberies, okay? That's not everything. That's all of the robberies. Well, okay, so Fleeka does... Okay, I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. Fleeka banks have a robbery. I am not smart enough to do it. That is what the electronic kit and Trojan USB for, and I'll show you it. I'll show you what it is. But I am not smart enough to do it well. Chris, what should I do for talking here? I'm late. Have you considered alternatives to microtransactions? I'm not doing microtransactions. Not doing alternatives for microtransactions. I'm not doing anything. What do you mean, what should I do for talking here? Oh, like for you. We can implement a system. Probably the /me ASL kind of thing. But we could probably implement like something that does some emotes or something. I'll look into that, Rex. Microtransaction would help you solve all mini games. Fine, just using ESL unless you want me to do a specific. You don't need to at all. We'll see about it. You know, maybe we'll make something out of it. Maybe there will be a special ASL menu where, you know, you have to you can only press buttons to like make words appear. That'd be kind of fun. So you have to like construct like sentences out of actual like signs. I think that'd be kind of fun. I'm streaming, buddy. Thank you. Okay, back into it with Crimer Jet. Back into the game. Thank you, buddy. Sorry. He's gonna want to be a streamer when he grows up. Maybe. No real money. Text to voice /me. Maybe, but then that gets... that... The whole point is that... I mean, I don't know. We'll decide. I'll let Rex decide, since Rex will be the one using it. But yes, you don't need to worry about it, Rex. We'll figure something out. No clip. Okay. So, That let me show you the let me show you the mini game for Fleeka bank robberies. Because man, it breaks my brain to try and do that one. I thought about nerfing it, but I was like, this might just be a me issue. This might just be a I suck at this kind of thing issue. So you're gonna go to the back. Ooh, you're gonna go to the back, and you're gonna use your Trojan USB or electronic kit. I can't remember which one you're supposed. Okay, electronic kit. But you have to have a Trojan USB in your inventory. Okay, because so then you have to find a pattern that's at the top. C455DB. Or 506 EC9. You see what I mean? I have no idea what I'm doing here. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's how you move this. Whew. Fuck! It's like an actual thing. It is. Hold on. Give item 1. Trojan USB 1. Is it underscore? Yeah. Let's try it again. Okay, so I think I just realized that the number strings are actually static. You just have to find them. So I found. Oh, okay. Oh, that's so much easier. 809. Oh, that's so much easier. That's so much easier. And that opens this. Which I believe break open the safe. Breaking the safe open. Okay, hold on. I haven't actually been in here. I haven't done this. I think this is where the thermite is used. Option to watch 2-minute ad instead. No! Fuck you, P-Dude, you piss me off sometimes. Oh, I got a taser. What the fuck? I didn't know you could get that. I'm gonna have to look at the loot table for this place. I got a taser. How about a 5-minute ad? No. Imagine this. You enter a house, it gives you pop-up. Pay with in-game money to disable alarm or watch 2 minutes of unskippable ads. Absolutely not. 22,000 dirty money. Okay, so this must not be the bank that Thermite used. I thought this was the bank that Thermite used. I have no fucking clue which bank uses Thermite then. It might have been Pacific Bank. Maybe. It might have been Pacific Bank. Pacific Bank got disabled. Because I replaced it with a better MLO, and now it doesn't really work for bank heists. Pacific Standard or Union Depository. People put all kinds of shit in their lockboxes. I don't think that's why I couldn't drill. I think the server might have just been having a fucking aneurysm. Because this isn't drilling. I'm curious to see how much dirty money I get from this. Because you gotta remember, you gotta have that. And you don't immediately get paid out. It's not like I can go to the bank teller right around the corner here and deposit the money. You have to wash it. So if you're doing this in daytime and the black market fence isn't around, you've got to hold on to that dirty money. You got to hold on to it until you can wash it. Did I already cover the Diamond Casino heist? No. Currently, there is not a Diamond Casino heist in this one because I have a different MLO for it. There might be at some point. I'll have to see because the MLO doesn't really have things for that. Now, you see me getting all this dirty money. You're like, man, that's a good payout for one time. You got to remember, you're not guaranteed to keep it and you're not guaranteed to get all of this. If you're in a rush and you know the cops are on the way, you got to get out of there. Can we go to the casino and gamble our money? Currently, the casino is inoperable. I will work on that probably after beta. There was another one here. I will work on that probably after the beta launches. It's probably not going to ship with the casino working. I'll have to see. Gambling will be okay, but microtransactions aren't okay. We're not gambling real money, P-dude. It's fake money. And I'm not using fake money to skip an in-game fucking thing. Okay, so how much did I get from that? 121k. Not bad. So without needing a drill, I just got 121k from that bank. Now, obviously, that bank is a little bit more centralized. So, we also got from the... So, let me show you what you get from the jewelry store. You gotta go over to the pawn shop. Skipped it. No, I didn't. There it is. Go over to the pawn shop. Open the pawn shop. Sell items. 10k gold chain. Okay. 17. I'm gonna add how many you have. I haven't touched this menu. Like I said, a lot of the things to do with, how much money do I have currently, actually? Let me drop the money I currently have so we know how much we got from the jewelry store robbery. Pawn shop, 10k gold chain. I'm gonna have it to where it shows you how many you have. 28 diamond rings. And you're gonna be able to open it back up. 28. I guess you won't have to open it back up. And 20 gold watches and 31 gold chains. 20 gold watches, 31 gold chains. So from the jewelry store robbery, I got
Hey, what's up?
about 7k. About 7k monies.
Nah, man, I don't want
Which is intentional. Because the jewelry store robbery is... It's not difficult to do at all. And it resets every 45 minutes. And you don't have to wash your money. You get it immediately. So it still gives you a solid 10k. And it's repeatable. And, you know, if you know what you're doing, you can make that money pretty... But it's supplementary, you know? It's like the step between house robberies and bank robberies. It's excited to see. This is a lot of work on, and you're doing a great job at it. We're super excited. Thank you so much. Swear if I see some meta microtransaction game, you'll be target practice, I swear. Are you suggesting Ocean Madness money is fake money? Microtransaction Mike, and he's going to make you pay to talk to him. That's so funny. That would actually be really fucking funny. Hang out in the corner of the Raven's Nest and charge people to speak with you. Okay. So, as far as currently done criminal things, that's pretty much it. I will mention, this is not a server where it is difficult to steal an NPC car. Every NPC on the road is stealable. You can always get a car from someone on the road. Just because it's more fun that way, you know? Like, you're not going to start with a car. If you're willing to steal, you should be able to. Or if you want to rob, you don't need a lockpick set or anything. You just pow, get in there, hot wire, and do the minigame. For Super Earth. Oh, that broke. God damn it. So, that's supposed to... Oh, wait, no, it's a hot wire. Duh. It's not supposed... I was gonna say that's supposed to give you a key to it, but no, it's not. The key that you get is from robbing an active car of someone driving. That's when you get a key. So, as far as criminal activity goes, that is what I've got so far. That's convenience store robberies, money truck robberies, house robberies, bank robberies, the jewelry store robbery. Oh, actually, no, it's not all I've got. So, there is corner selling, which I haven't actually tested yet. I was just working on that. But essentially, let's go down to... Oh, actually, we're already here. That's funny. Let's go down to Vespucci Beach Market, which is an MLO I got from the pack that I subscribed to. It's this little marketplace area here. It's very cute.
Hey, dude, what's up?
There is a weed store. Now, you might have seen the previous dev updates. Oh, no. The weed NPC. Oh. What? There should be an NPC here, but I think I only left it as an interactable on accident. Well, it's supposed to be. That's what this little circle is. Oh, there it was. Yep. Where were you? Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna have to... I must not have given that any kind of proximity of interaction. Oh. Open Vespucci garden supply. So, White Widow seeds, OG Kush seed, skunk seed. Okay? These are the 3 legal strands of weed. These 3 are legal strands of weed. I can own the weed store if I steal enough money. Yes. These are the legal ones. There is Purple Haze, AK-47, and... I can't remember what the other one's called. Hold on. One sec. FX server, TX data, icon drop, amnesia. That's the other one. AK-47, Purple Haze, and amnesia. Those are the illegal ones. But legal ones, you can have a certain amount of the weeds up to, you know, like a certain amount of grams on you at any time. I did not mean to clock on. I don't know why I typed that. And this ties back in to farming. So if you remember a past dev update, Oasis has its own custom farming system where people can buy farm plots and grow ingredients on them to sell to the farmer's market. And they're all in grapeseed. So there's a reason to come out to grapeseed. This is the lot that I've been using for testing. God damn it, Jet. You can see a couple of weed plants right here. This one is uncollectible. I have to look into why that is. And this one's probably the same. Okay, I have to look into why. Might have to restart Oasis farming. Too close to another plant. So I had to purposefully space these out to balance farming. So, planting the White Widow. So this is going to grow very fast. This is going to grow very fast. Please say Granddaddy Perp. This is going to grow nearly instantly because it's for testing purposes. But what's funny is underground. Hold on, let me slow my underground. It's got a pot. I changed the Z offset to smush it down in the ground so it looks like it's growing out of the ground. I don't know. Okay, there it is. And then you harvest it. I'm gonna be a grower of the good shit and a seller of the good shit. Can people steal from gardens? I don't know. Probably, actually. Maybe. It's been a while since I made the farmland. I think I made it to where you have to own the farmland to interact with anything on it, but I could be wrong. Planting the White Widow seed as well. You couldn't remember the word amnesia, right? Sounds like you be smoking the amnesia. God damn it. I think what these are is they're leftover props from test plants from before that I will need to remove. I wonder if... I don't think Del prop would work on it. No, because it's not a tool spawn prop. Okay. I've had to learn a lot of fucking commands. Like the give item system, so fucking complicated. You have to have the exact label name. Like, I can't say give item pistol. I have to say give item weapon _ pistol. How to protect the garden says it's gonna take like 6 hours to grow. No, I get that. I get that. I think I did make it to where you have to own the. This is Remnant. This is not the farmer's market. This was the original test for the farmer's market that I forgot to delete. That's funny. The actual farmer's market is this guy over here. Oh no, he's the agriculture store. Where's the farmer's? Oh no, that is the farmer's market. I haven't moved it yet. I haven't given it an NPC yet. Look, sometimes I sporadically jump from project to project, okay? Don't judge me. So yeah, there's the farmer's market where you can sell all of your goods so other people can buy them. And you'll see there are some on the market. These are ones that I previously sold. And they stay there until someone buys them. Farmer's market better be cute looking. We'll see. It might be, or it just might be a pedestrian. I don't know. We'll see. Flamethrower. We'll see. Okay. What else? Oh, right. Okay, so ta-da! LB phone. We've got it. It is the phone that you all are familiar with, that you know and love, is in the game. It's here, it's happening, it's got it. And on top of that, LB tablet is also in the game. So these are the two custom apps. They don't have icons yet because I haven't gotten icons for them yet. But these are the two things that are in the custom apps for the LB tablet. Business is a business manager app. I am obviously the owner of everything because I have to test it. And so we'll just do JBTV. And what it allows you to do, you can hire someone. You get their state ID, and it asks them, do you want to be hired to this? And they say yes. You can have your ranks. I have the owner, the manager, the bitch, and the employee. And you can transfer ownership of the business to someone else. Everything is blue and purple themed, by the way, because that's Oasis's colors. I like those colors. You can set their wage. You can set their grade. You can rename the rank, and you can delete the rank. You can choose the rank's permissions, what the rank is able to do within the business app, or what they're able to access. And there's an activity. I set the bitch's wage to 1 at some point, and it shows me my bank account balance for JBTV, and how much I'm owed on my paycheck. So I'm owed $107. There is just under $50,000 in the JBTV account. This is where it would show who all is in it. Very simple. That's it. I didn't see a point in making it more complicated than that. Properties is properties to sell. So, this is going to be for realtors. Someone can have a realtor job, and they can sell properties that are available on this properties thing. And if they do, they get 10% of the cut. So, and the rest of it goes to the treasury. So this is a Mirror Park house. Oh god, did it not actually set the waypoint? That waypoint. God damn. It is supposed to set the waypoint. It must have broken, but this is one of them. You know what? Actually, I think I own one right now because I owned it for testing. Yes, I do. So, you have a home app on the phone. This actually came shipped with the phone. You can set a waypoint to it, and you can manage who has keys to it by entering their state ID. So you can give other people access. Apparently you can remote unlock your house. I might leave that. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that.
Yep, I need
Set waypoint, please. Did setting a waypoint suddenly break? God damn it.
Yeah, well, if doctors did more house calls, it wouldn't be a problem.
Okay. Okay, I was like, is it
Thanks, son.
Is it?
Bye.
just clearing my waypoints?
Hey, what's happening, Joe?
Huh. Oh, I know what happened. Okay, so it used to use a coordinate that I manually placed here with house here, that command. And when I got the phone and tablet, I changed house ownership rights because when you own a house, you can go to mine and you can sign over the deed to somebody. It doesn't charge anything. Literally typing in their state ID right now and hitting confirm will transfer all keys to them. Everyone who had key access previously, it'll delete. When I did this, it cleared the saved coordinates because I took away the menu that used to be there. So it no longer has coordinates to the house. That's what's happening. Oh, it's so finicky, guys. It's so finicky. You have no idea how many times I have to go back on shit. But these are the 5 or 6 houses that are currently in here. They come furnished with some clutter and stuff. These are really just for if you want to place your own like storage and furniture and stuff in them. You know, if you want to have a private property that only you can access, you want to run a business out of a house, you can buy one of these houses. I am also going to be getting Tinsel Tower Apartments and La Puerta Apartments, which were on Unscripted. Or Umbra, or whatever you want to call it, because I really liked those apartments. Those like big, these things, like big apartment buildings. Not those ones. These ones. These that had like individual units. Sounds like some kind of computer nerd. I really like it. Shows the bank account balance. Good. Yeah. I want it to be a little bit convenient. Now I did take away the phone app, the wallet that showed your bank account balance, because I couldn't have it and get rid of the button that changes or the button that lets you wirelessly transfer money, because I don't want transferring some money like that. I want all money to have to be cash. You know what I just realized? I don't think I've ever actually deposited money in the bank. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember there being an option. That's gonna be a problem to fix. Surely there's a deposit money button that comes shipped with fucking the banking. Let me in my account. Okay, deposit. There it is. Okay. You can transfer at a bank. I'm fine with that. Okay. I was over here. They're like, there is no way that that banking, because that's not custom. That's like an actual, I can't remember what it's called. It's like simple banking or something. There's no way that didn't ship. All these features sound so cool. I'm so glad you think so. I have been working so ludicrously hard to try and make it fun for everyone, for crimers, for civs. Okay, sorry. Circling back all the way to when Rex asked, okay, if there's no money faucets, or if the only money faucets is like jewelry store robberies, then how do civs make money? From other businesses. So, scavenging. Scavenging will pay at the recycling center. So you could see it as a temporary money faucet. But the reason that I'm not calling it a money faucet is because it has a cap. And that cap only goes down when people buy the parts. So if I go over to I showcased this on another stream. Now this is not the only thing. I'm just using this as an example, and I'll tell you the other ones here in a minute. Basically, you when you get into the recycling center, you load items that can be recycled into the bin. Like I loaded some coral from my diving. And then you, oh, hold on, that bin is empty. Oh, that might not be on the table that can be recycled. Oops. I'll need to fix that. I'll give myself, give item 1, scrap, metal. Scrap. Iron. There we go. So you load it in there. You close it. Reopen it. I'm going to make that a little easier. Recycle and sell. So takes 30 seconds. You get $3 per part that you generate. Different items generate different parts. And after 30 seconds, because I wanted to make it take a little bit of time so other people might, you know, like coincide. And selling produce. That is another one. I'm going to focus on this for a minute, and then I'll get into the philosophy of it. So, I sold this iron. It gives me $30 from absolutely nowhere. That doesn't debit any account or anything. But it's not a money faucet because it has a cap. Okay? It has a cap of 5,000 parts, I think. And once that cap is reached, you can't get any more. And the shops and criminals, because parts will be used in gun crafting, will be encouraged to buy these parts because you can see, once I clock on his LSC, if you're ordering from the supplier that just spawns parts, it's $8 each. But if you buy them from players, it's $3 each to buy them. And so this will constantly be running out, and scavengers will constantly be refilling it. So money is never really created or destroyed. It is only, you know, you can only ever get $15,000 out of it that will fill up the recycling center, and then a player will pay $15,000 to empty it. So there's no real money creation there, but that is the philosophy of what I have been doing. So, clock off. Like esteemed man just said there, the farmer's market. Oh god, it's foggy. I'm also going to adjust what weather will happen, because I am someone who enjoys rain. I like that it rains sometimes on servers. I know some people don't, but I do, and it's my server, so. The farmer's market, the black market, the recycling center. I know there's another one. I can't remember the other one. Those things are money that civs can get when no one else is online, if they want to, up to a certain point. But it will eventually get deleted because people are heavily incentivized to buy from those markets. So is it a money faucet? Yes. Is it a permanent money faucet? No. So that answers your question on that one, Rex. Are there no like NPC jobs for money, or is scrapping the base of the money side for civs besides farming? So scrapping, as in like diving, and so dumpster diving, scuba diving, and vehicle scrapping. So that's another thing is you can go to a scrapyard in Sandy Shores, and you can get a list of cars that the scrapyard is looking for, and you can bring those cars to the scrapyard, and it'll turn it into a damn good amount of scrap that you can then turn into parts. So yes, scavenging is a big part of it, but there are 3 different ways you can do it. You can dumpster dive, you can scuba dive, or you can scrap cars. Now, obviously, the scrapping cars is a little bit of a harder one, but it has a much bigger yield. There will also be farming, there's going to be hunting, there's going to be fishing with a game market. The hunting and fishing is going to be the game market, or the butcher. We'll see what we call it. And it's going to work the exact same way. You're going to be able to sell meat to the game market, and restaurants are then going to buy the meat from the game market. Hunting and fishing and stuff, I was wondering. Yes, there will be. And, so to answer the question of, is there going to be any NPC jobs that pour money in? No. Long and short, no. However, I will be starting the economy pretty strong. Every business is going to get like $100,000 to start off with, so long as they are a vital service. Every non-vital service business is can apply for a slush fund for what they're wanting to do, because I don't want to just make it to where, you know, if you make a business, you get money, because then people are just going to be making a bunch of businesses. And you have to go through a city hall representative to get a business. But even so, it's exploitable. I'd rather it be an admin privilege to add any money to a business. Questionable mystery meat when? So, there could be a situation. I've been thinking of this since you brought it up, Stella. There could be a situation of where if you kill an NPC and use a knife on them, you can get mystery meat. However, I did the face. However, it's a matter of like, there are so many citizens, and I really don't want people just running around stabbing them and skinning them. So like, I'm sure Des won't get any ideas for the glutton for this. I can make Ash a cannibal again? Possibly. I'm not promising anything, but possible. That it is simply something that I'm going to get the hunting and fishing game market done first. But I'll say possible. I'll say you very well might be able to skin people. It'll probably have to be a whole involved process where like you have to point a gun at an NPC and like, I don't know, kill them in a certain way, and then it might be a matter of killing I don't really see, the thing is, the way that I was thinking to balance it is killing locals alerts cops. I don't want to do that. People kill locals all the time just for the fun of it, just for the shock value of like their, you know, like Milton runs over NPCs all the time, and I don't want cops to get pinged every time that happens. So we'll see. I'll have to think of a way to balance it before that. And I'm also trying to ride the balance between making things too player reliant, because I understand that, you know, the server's probably not going to start off super big. You know, it happens. And it's I don't want things to stall because there's not enough players. That's why the markets have suppliers. So, you know, I actually didn't show that in the farmer's market. The market has also has supplier, I think. Actually, I might have taken that away in favor of an in-store supplier. Let's see. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I think there is a supplier. I think I have to be clocked on at like Burger Shot or something. Do I still work at Burger Shot? I might have taken that job away from HUD. Oh, I'm selling. No. Okay. I think what I originally, I might have stopped this before I got around to implementing it. essentially there should be a menu on this that each restaurant will specifically have. That's like access burger shot supplier. So they still have to come to the farmer's market. So there is literally zero reason that they shouldn't buy player produce if it's here. But it didn't get implemented. Oh, I'm selling. You're making my dreams, Chris. You spoil me. 2 separate butter icons there. One of those menus uses the wrong one. Oh, I haven't replaced the butter icon yet. I need to do that. I haven't done that yet. My bad. Or wait, no, the other one was cheese. I think you were seeing the cheese. You were seeing the cheese, I think. Because both of them use that butter icon. Yeah, I haven't replaced it. I need to do that. Oh. Okay, what else? What else? Oh, prison. Okay. That's something I forgot to include. So, okay, show of hands. Show of hands in the chat, real quick. Who likes it when their character gets locked up and all you get to do is stand around for 15 to 30 minutes? Show of hands. Come on. Let's see who likes that in the chat right now. Who likes that? Come on, I'll wait. Don't worry. I don't have my water bottle. I'll be sipping some water. You know, you totally just want to stand around for no reason. Yeah, exactly. Probably P, dude. So, fuck that. So, the latest thing that has gotten implemented
FKN
is...
no one.
FKN no one. So, the latest thing that has been implemented is how jail works. And I was literally working on this today on my lunch break. And how it works, so I'm going to clock on. Oh, still clocked on to Burger Shot. I'm going to clock on to LSPD. Okay? Oh, that's another thing is, okay, hold on. Let me give myself some, food and water. I can't remember. Did I show you guys what happens when you pass? I think I did. I think I showed that on the last dev update. Okay, so I'm clocked on to LSPD. I take out my tablet. I close the properties app. I now have a police MDT. So, what this allows me to do, I think it's lagging a little bit. Calm down. Oh dear. There we go. I'm going to restart the tablet. That'll be tablet. All better. Open up the police MDT. So, jail. Now you'll see logs of me jailing myself over and over. So, how this works. There is... Hey, Spider-Man, welcome in. You've missed a lot. Sorry, you're gonna have to watch the VOD. There is no system that will teleport someone to Bolingbrook. There is none that will just snap a criminal out of a cop's care. They are gonna have to drive their happy asses down here too, with the criminal in their car. They are going to have to bring them down to Bolingbrook. They no longer do cops get out of prison sentence RP. No longer get in there, Jet. No longer are they. Well, that's worrying. No longer are they going to simply send you to Bolingbrook and go about their day. That's not how this fucking works anymore. All right. So how criminals are gonna work? So that's visitation. I'm gonna have to set. For some reason, all of the Gab's doors always come locked, and they relock on server restart, and it's so fucking irritating. Oh, that's not how you get in there. I'm gonna have to figure out. Oh yeah, they come through here. That's right. When you have a criminal, you don't go through you don't go through fucking the office. They drive through here. Ooh, prison bus. Ooh. Should I Oh, I should give the cops a prison bus. Oh, that sounds fun. I don't think it's this door either. I'm pretty sure the only way to get into the cells is through the... it's not open. I have detected a problem. This is what happens when you no-clip all over the place. You're like, oh shit, there's not actually any way for people to get into the prison. Whoopsies. Okay, hold on. Whoa, calm down. Calm down. I'm gonna actually look to see if there is a way to get into the prison from here. Oh, it's here. Okay. Okay, here it is. And then you drive around. Here we go. I always wonder what this road on the outskirts was for. Well, that's still not a great way to get in, though, is there? Hold on. It seems... Oh, is this the way in? No. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. Okay, so here's these. Oh, okay, it's here. It's here. Yeah, this, where is it? I know that there's a way that, this... Oh, they'll probably have to come through the cafeteria. That's what it is. Where is it? I have such trouble remembering this fucking layout. It's over here. Okay, so this is how they get in. They get in through the cafeteria. So they bring the prison bus over to this door, or their car or whatever, and they get in to the prison area. They're like, this is where the cafeteria is. This is where you're gonna be getting your slop. However, they don't even have to take them to the jail cell, because here's how this works. Someone is given jail time. They're searched up, jail time for 69 minutes because haha funny number. My possessions have been taken. So the moment someone gets jailed, their possessions get taken. Now, obviously that's abusable. I recognize that. But it's just something we're going to have to police. You know, if someone gets reported for doing that, I have a log of it. I can see someone doing that. They will be banned, you know? And you can get your stuff back by being unjailed, so nothing is really lost. So, imagine, right? Imagine that I am a prisoner. Oh, fuck. Oh, it was playing copyright music. Oh, no, my playlist ran out. Oh, no, how long's it been doing that? Oh, no. I don't think it's been doing that long. Okay, I think that's literally the first song that was copyrighted. We're gonna go with good old Slaps. There you go. So imagine I'm a prisoner and there's a cop. And that's the thing. The cop's gonna be here too. If you're sending someone for prison, you're gonna be there too. That is not ending RP. You are not just sending someone off so they can't RP. You are continuing the cop criminal RP. And he's gonna go, all right, boy, you gotta earn your get out of jail free card. Get over there and stir that stew. So I'm gonna, oh, okay, I'll stir the stew with a spatula. It's the best emote I could find. Okay, it's the best emote I could find. No W cops or W crims. Exactly. Operational drive-thru is gonna be peak. Oh fuck, I forgot I have to add that. Okay, so okay, now wash them dishes, boy. I'm washing them dishes. I'm sorry. I'm washing them. Now prepare that food over there. Okay. Not preparing the food. I'm holding the knife by the blade. Is that all right, officer? Yeah, that's fine, boy. Now get over here. You're gonna wipe down some tables. Okay, I'm wiping the tables. Good. You know what? The jail cells are gonna need some cleaning here in a minute. Well, why don't you go out there and you go mine some rocks? You build some character. Now, you may be asking, what do any of these mechanics do? Fucking nothing. They are RP tools only. They are purely for roleplay purposes. You're gonna mine these rocks. Build some character, boy. Get in there and mine the rocks. It is literally just for roleplay. It doesn't do anything. It is so a cop can say, all right, I think you've worked enough. Let's get you out of here. Well, first I want to show you. Well, okay, there's one more, and it's just mopping the cells. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm cleaning the cells. I'm mopping the floor. Making a see, Rex. That's exactly. I imagine someone would love doing that role play with criminals. I imagine someone would love taking a criminal. And that's the thing. I don't want prison to stop RP. I want it to continue RP. And it's not even going to be necessary. That's the thing about it, is prison sentences are only if the cop want to do it. Otherwise, the cop is going to assign community service, where the criminal will have to work at a job for a certain amount of hours to pay off, or not pay off, but to work off their criminal. So like literally a cop, a parole officer, if you will take a criminal to a business and say, hey, got a criminal here. They're gonna be working for you. What do you want them to do? And the person at the store will say, oh, I want them to go mop those floors, or I want them to go I can greet the customers at the door, you know? And so prison should be a bottle episode, not an ad break. Exactly. I've made you a gift. What is the gift? But essentially, it's going to be a matter of like, they're going to take them around businesses, be like, hey, I got someone who needs to work off some community service. You guys got any jobs that need done? She'll make them clean parts and clean cars. Exactly. Do you see the RP potential here? So if someone robs a bank, they get caught, they get arrested. Do they get punished? They lose the money that they never had. They lose the bank kit, I guess, because, you know, that's a risk. But do they genuinely get punished? No. They get rewarded with more RP. They get rewarded for being a criminal, for going through all of it, to rob that convenience store, to rob that bank, getting caught, going through the whole process. Boom. You get rewarded for being a criminal with more RP, which is why anyone on the server should be here. If anyone has a problem with this system, it is because they want to win. It is because they don't want to roleplay. They want to make a lot of money, and they want to win all interactions. Now, it did take away my tablet, so I need a new one because I am the officer in this and the prisoner in this situation. So, when the officer feels like this person has served their time, unjail. That person is no longer a criminal. They are taken to this front desk where they reclaim their possessions. Where they reclaim their possessions and they get everything they had on them when they were jailed back. Now, obviously, it's the officer's job to take away anything that is contraband so they don't get that back on repossessing their items. But realistically, you don't lose anything. And then, yeah, the officer can just leave you here if they want to. But like I said, every single NPC car in the game is robbable without any kind of lockpick or anything like that. Because I don't want anyone ever just stranded somewhere for the sake of what? They have to buy something. If they're arrested, their lockpicks are going to be taken, you know? Should make them have to crouch to clean cars. I've owned 3 mech shops. I have a list of shit. Oh, a gift on Tangi. Oh god. Oh god, what is this? What have you Tangied? Cop watches you steal a car. Get back here, exactly. Let me see what Tangia Raven has given me. Me role-playing with myself. Approved. But yes, like, I am so sick of every server punishing criminals for being criminals. You give a criminal every tool to be a criminal, and then you say, hey, the fuck are you doing? Robbing a place. Get locked up for 30 minutes. Question for placing decorations or benches to craft stuff. Will they be placeable or findable, and how's that system work? Excellent question, Rex. And that is part of the system that I have not yet made. Well, bye, car. I'm faster flying and it's less noisy. So, how that's going to work? Gun crafting is most likely going to be done at a workbench, which will most likely be a placeable furniture item that you will have to buy or in some way obtain. You might buy a workbench from the black market guy. That'll be another bit of, a little bit of a money sink, like the drill is. But you will buy or otherwise obtain a crafting bench, place it somewhere, and then you will be able to craft your guns on it. So like, you go here to craft, then it's campable. Exactly. And that is, kind of the system I've tried to avoid with the randomization of the black market guy. If he was your location to craft things, he is not exactly campable. Now, a seasoned cop will know where he can appear. They will keep track of it, they'll build a list, and they'll patrol around it. Okay, that's RP. That's RP, baby. If someone wants to do that, Godspeed. You can do that. But it's not one location that someone can just camp all the time. Which is, I've really tried to think of every facet of this that I can to make it to where the system can't be gamed. People aren't going to get a ludicrous amount of money from nowhere. Inflation isn't just going to fucking shoot up like crazy. From what you said, every corner is checked. I'm glad to hear that from you, especially, because I know that you are a crimer, generally speaking, and this is the crimer special. Now, what are some things on the to-do list? Like I said, hunting, fishing, those both need to be properly vetted and built and implemented. There might already be a system for it that I just don't know about, and the item just isn't available somewhere. That could be the case, and that would be awesome, and maybe I don't have to do much. But if there's not, it'll be a whole system rebuilt from scratch. What else? Well, the housing market is still a bit iffy. Gotta fix that. The cooking and ingredients, that whole system still needs to be built. It's not going to be hard. Furniture. I don't know what furniture innately ships with QBX Core. I'm going to have to figure out what that is. As far as furniture goes, what do you guys think between only being able to place furniture on private property and being able to place furniture everywhere? Because I ask that because I saw a lot of cool creations on Unscripted due to being able to be placed everywhere, but at the same time, it can be abused. I'm a crimer and a business person, yeah. We should make them... Well, probably is only placed and taken by people. If not, I say free ball. So that is a point. I now that I remember, Unscripted did have the system of if you placed it on private property, only you could interact with, or only someone with access to that property could interact with. That is a good point. I guess the question more so is, do we allow people to place things on public property? I'm leaning towards yes. I'm leaning towards furniture can be placed anywhere, so long as it doesn't break physics. And because I want people to be able to put stashes. Might just have to police taking the piss. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. like a puncture on the road, that's a flag. Or a picture on the road. Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about people placing furniture in the middle of the road and someone just runs into it and it's like, you know, immovable furniture because that's how furniture works. Will there be a functional hot dog stand for sausage kielbasa? I don't know. Maybe. Probably. I could probably do that if he wants it. I don't mind doing that. But that does round into the whole cooking system. I don't know what cooking system, if any, is already shipped with QBX4. I haven't looked into it. I've been busy. You know, I made the business system, as in I made businesses able to hire people. I need to get rid of that prompt. That prompt should no longer be there. Oh, wait, that's the person, isn't it? The pad's just not loading in because I was no clip. No? Yeah, that shouldn't be there. The business front. See, this is how I was testing manage business before I had the tablet. Is like this. Like it was just a business front on every place. I no longer need that. That's dilapidated now that I have the tablet and phone. But yes, every business, every current business MLO, I had to manually place every keypad, and I placed it in the manager's office or thereabout in every business. So this is Burger Shot's transfer money to deposit box or open deposit box. So every business has one of those because I manually placed it. And I like if you ever see a random spawn thing, I manually placed it there most likely. The house system with the keypad, each house layout has one of 3 spawn locations that the keypad can be. So a seasoned house robber knows where the keypads are. Only 3 locations. If you rob enough houses, you're gonna know where the keypads are. But that doesn't always mean that you'll succeed on the security check, like the security minigame. That doesn't always mean that you will get 100% loot on the looting minigame. In fact, a lot of the times you won't get 100% loot on the looting minigame. And that's by design. I did not, like, I had to make it hard for me not to get 100% on every one of those looting, but still possible. So, you know, it's all up to your skill. It's up to how good you are at the minigame, and you'll get better at the minigame with time. It's not a system that should be beaten immediately, you know? Like, that's kind of where I've been, is house robberies will almost definitely be the main source of income. Or not income, but it'll be the main activity that CRIMs do. Because you have to do a lot of house robberies to get that decorative egg 3 times. It's a rare item. Either you have to do a lot of house robberies, or one of your friends, or you know, like a group of friends will have to do a lot of house robberies and bring their shit together. I wanted it to be a progression system, not something you just buy into, because then people will just grind for a little bit and then buy the kit and then rob the banks and have a fuck ton of money, and that's just boring. That leaves so little of opportunity for actual roleplay. Will there be a all right. So again, talking about the future, I am wanting, and this will probably not be on launch, but I am wanting some mini games. Does the ragdoll stay down, or do you get back up? It stays down for as long as you leave it down. As long as, like, until you press the ragdoll button again, you are ragdolled. And we do have the tackling system that Chase had. It wasn't hard. It's just a matter of, like, if you have certain forward momentum and you are a ragdoll, if you run into someone else... Oh, see, he started to, but his animation... It works better on players. His animation reset. Then you will knock them over. However, it is not a situation of if you are laying on the ground and someone walks over you, it'll infect you with the ragdoll. Now for old people. Let's talk about old people. So, as you see in economy, there is a treasury. This is an account that pays judges, county clerks, and governors while they're on the clock. That is what a treasury is for. This is not an account anyone can access. So, this is also the account that any purchase at a convenience store that is over $5,000 will go to. So, player purchases can eventually funnel into it. Housing purchases, if someone purchases a house, the realtor gets 10% and the treasury gets the rest of it. I think if your character is over a certain age and unemployed, you have to have both of those, you will get a pension or social security, whatever you want to call it. You will get a set amount of money every now and again that pays into your account. That is so old people can do old people things. It won't be a lot of money. It will not be a lot of money. Like literally, it'll probably, like, you might get like 500 a day. Maybe. That's still a lot. It might be 250 a day. It'll be enough to feed yourself, and that's pretty much it. It's really like it, because I don't want people just making old characters, and you'll have to be online. It's not just going to deposit it into your account. It's like once per server reset, probably. When you log on, you will get a social security deposit. Or it might just be like once per 24 hours when you log on. Because, you know, well, no, I could probably wire it to server resets. Because then someone, you know, if someone creates their character right before a server reset and then it resets and they log back in, sure, they get an additional 250, but like, so they have $500. Congratulations. You start with $15,000. And, oh, that is the only other money faucet, by the way, is new characters. New characters spawn in with $15,000. Now, you might say, oh, someone's going to abuse that. They're going to make a new character, withdraw all their money, and immediately give it to a friend and then delete the character. Yeah, just going to have to police it. You know, there's no real way to control that and still give people money on character creation. That's something I've accepted. Was playing Life is Strange double exposure and showing my twin the new stuff. No problem, Spider-Man. Can we have a bingo hall? Find me an MLO and buy it for me, and I'll implement it. That goes for pretty much anything you guys want. If you guys want a specific MLO, I'm going to be buying some and implementing them myself as I'm able to. But I'm one guy. I'm a guy. I work in marketing. I don't have infinite money, and MLOs are fucking expensive. You're buying Plan B? If you buy Plan B, I'll implement it. I don't mind that. I wasn't a big fan of Plan B, but a lot of people were. Thought of an important question. This is a pattern of questions. Firstly, salary. Is it from the business or from government? From Chase, it was from the job bank account, unscripted from the actual gov, so the business didn't have to worry. It will be from the business. And I can show you how that works right now. Nope, I'm already clocked on to LSPD. So, here, just to show you first off, looking at my business account, for BCSO, activity, it has $196. But notice that I'm not owed anything. Well, I just closed it. I forgot that I need to change that button. That does not feel like what that button should do. Burger Shot. Activity, it has nothing in the bank account, etc., etc. Back. EMS. I am owed this much money. So if you have... Where did you go? Why are you looking up there? Why did you look up there, Chad? You're looking out of the void. You can't do that. If you have money that's owed for any job, so EMS, I have $103 that I'm owed. JBTV, I'm owed $107. LSC, I'm owed $143. LSPD, I'm owed 568. SAS, nothing. And then the Treasury, 273. So it is paid through the business account, which I can't really show you right now because the business accounts are fucking broken for some reason. Gonna have to work on that after. But it's paid through the business account. You go to City Hall, which I'm going to move the NPC where he currently he's where he is for testing purposes. Where's City Hall? There we go. I'm gonna move him for testing purposes. He's where he is for testing purposes. At least he's supposed to be. Why aren't my pedestrians loading? I'm gonna have to figure out what that is. Okay, and you see, I just got every paycheck from every job that I'm owed. So now, you take that paycheck, you go over to the bank. Now, some of these are not going to be able to pay this paycheck. You cash paycheck, you know, typically you're not going to have this many paychecks. View bank account. Now, I do wonder if that plunged any of those into the negative. I'm going to have to look at that. Paycheck. Gets deposited into your account, gets deposited out of the business account. No negatives. Okay, yeah, because they had money. Oh yeah, so that's another thing. So one issue that I've seen on other servers is like departments getting defunded due to like a lack of funding or whatever. So I decided to route some of the purchases that people make to department accounts. That's a little too low now. So any purchase at Ammu-Nation routes into BCSO, LSPD, SASP, and the Treasury. All evenly divided. It's not one $10 purchase gives $10 to each of those accounts. It's one $10 purchase gives 3 to LSPD, 3 to SASP, 3 to BCSO, and then 1 to the Treasury. Any overflow that can't be evenly divided by 3 goes to the Treasury. And as far as Pillbox goes, and thus the EMS account, this old boy here, the pharmacist, you can buy painkillers and bandages from him. And every purchase, which these are self-heal items, so people, you know, are going to want them, every purchase of that goes right into Pillbox's bank account. Is it hourly, and is it able to be controlled by the owner? Is that the only way to make money? Because soon CRIMs can't buy ammo, then they get no funds. Why couldn't CRIMs buy ammo? You're able to sell the things that you buy to the black market. You're able to rob convenience stores of money. You're able to... Weapon licensing. Oh, you're saying like if a CRIM loses their license? I have no idea how to buy an MLO or how I even give it to you or the Epsilon building, but if gifted sub works or another way, I'd be happy to do that. If you give me bits, if you give me a certain amount of bits that equal the price of the MLO, I will go buy the MLO. Because how it works is you buy them through the Tibet store, so it links it to your CFX account. So if you give me a certain amount of bits, clear it with me first. Don't just throw bits at me and say, buy me this. Clear it with me first, make sure it's something I actually want to add to the server. But if you give me the amount of bits that equal the cost of the MLO, I will go buy it. So if a CRIM's lost their weapons license,
Get this fucking loan, man.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
But you said
But there will be plenty of non-CRIMs who are also buying guns for hunting and bullets for hunting, or just for self-defense. There will be CRIMs who don't lose their weapons license and they are so like, yes, the CRIMs that can no longer buy from Ammu-Nation will not be contributing to the police fund, but there's still plenty of other civilians that will. And on top of that, if there ever is issues with funding, it can be moved from the Treasury. The Treasury is there as a pillow. If ever a department can't pay its workers, like not like a poorly managed business, but like a vital service, it will be moved from the treasury. But I'm trying to avoid that eventuality. If it is the only way PD gets funded, I don't think they will keep up. I think they might, honestly. Especially if I make the only way to get bullets from ammunition. Like, you can't craft bullets. If the only way to get bullets is from ammunition, then I don't see. And I can make it to where bullets don't require a weapons license to purchase, just the weapons will. Because, you know, bullets without weapons aren't a problem. So, that's probably how I would solve that, is just move bullets off the weapon license need. But yeah, because I'm wanting everything to be self-funding and circulating. I don't want money created out of nowhere, because that's how you get rampant inflation, and that's how everything starts costing so much money, and that's how people who grind, like I did on Jet with freelancing, just get oodles of cash to do whatever they want to. And it just doesn't make for a good economy. Yeah. Ammo by itself will be purchasable. That's a locked-in decision. Ammo by itself will be purchasable without a weapons license. There's like 5 of us planning old people. Surely there's a bingo hall. Only 9mm? I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at the guns yet. Yeah, that's still okay, Mac. If you wanna throw me the bits, I'll go get the Epsilon building and implement it. Now, my only worry, and this is a disclaimer, my only worry is that the MLO won't work, or the shop that I'm buying it from won't give it to me. Because in looking for MLOs, I have reached a couple of stores where I can get to the end of the checkout, and then it's like, you cannot check out at this time because the store's broken. So that's the only reason I'm kind of hesitant to like fund it from you. But what I can do is, if that is the case, you have that much credit to put towards a different MLO that I will close the price of. Now, as far as the question on 9mm Rex, I still have to look into what guns are currently in the server, what ammo is currently in the server, what crafting, like weapon crafting, is still in the server. That and ingredients and cooking are the last 2 major things that I have not looked into. Oh, one other thing that isn't built yet, but I'm fine to just talk about. Dealerships for cars. So, there has always been this kind of issue with, like, I want a car, but there's not a dealer online. Or, I can just buy a car from a NPC-owned store, so there's no point in there being dealers. So I've tried to fix that with an idea I had back in Unscripted. Basically, how it's going to work... Why do they sell $90 GTA MLOs on Etsy? What the fuck? It's profitable. People make stupid money. Basically, how it's going to work is anyone can buy a car from an NPC. But if you buy it from a dealer, it is going to be like 30% cheaper. It is going to be a hella discount. And the dealer is going to get part of it. So, yes, cars will always be purchasable from the NPC, and it'll run all the scripts automatically to, like, assign a car to your state ID and all that. But if you wait for a dealer to be around, you are going to save a fuck ton of money. Then how do the dealerships from players get cars? It spawns them. Basically, the someone with the dealer job will have an app on the tablet that lets them access the dealer store, and basically it's just a cheaper version of the car store. Hey, 5 stream streak. Thank you, Casper. Hello, everyone. Never ever say I'll lay down for a few minutes before stream, because you will pass the fuck out and not wake up not knowing what century it is. Yeah. You said there's something in the Discord for a bowling alley? Oh, and a bingo. Oh, yes, I saw that bowling alley. Maybe. Maybe. Esteemed. I'll have to see. That might be something that needs to be funded. And I'll have to see if it's compatible with QBX Core. Let's see this bingo thing that was just linked. Had some fun with everyone and play bingo. Oh, it's not a place. It's a script. Probably not color. And the reason for that is that can probably just be done in RP. Or I could probably just make that. Like, we could probably, like, that's just such a... The thing is, if it's just a script, if it's just a mechanic or a function, I can probably just get it made. Like, it can probably, like, I don't have to buy anything. For sure, I know there could be tech issues. Let me know if it works and how much I got you. No problem, Steam Man. I'll look at it. If the MLO didn't work, we didn't have another idea for the money. It can just be an investment for you to use on something else for the server. Well, that is incredibly kind, Mac. And, you know, if you do that, I will do my best to have that implemented. Now, as far as custom assets go, that is going to be a turnaround, because that is relying on Stella to learn how to edit things and make things for GTA. You know, that's the long and short of it. We will get custom assets to you when we can. So yeah, essentially for the dealership part of things, a dealer will just have because, you know, you notice when I'm not on the clock as LSPD, the LSPD MDT isn't there. You can gate certain apps behind being on, like, clocked in on a job. And that's what I'll do to the dealer app. And the dealer app will essentially have a random assortment of cars, probably, from, like, the price brackets. But if someone wants a specific car and they know what the specific car is, it can be looked at and it can be imported the next day or after server restart or something like that. I don't know if I want the full car menu always. I mean, definitely not the full car menu. But I don't know if I want, like, all cars to be that are going to be in the server to be constantly buyable, because I don't know. I'll think about it, because it does feel a little bit like an unnecessary friction point to just not have all cars constantly available. But at the same time, there could be merit to it, where someone has to, you know, check back in, or they have to know what they want, kind of thing. Put a vendor that can repair your car, but it's way more expensive to do it there. So even if there's no shop, you can get repairs. Probably not. Probably not. Because that defeats the entire parts economy. What I'll probably do is make a repair kit that you can buy. It does encourage people to come back and check on other days, but at the same time, like, you know, I don't know. That's still something I'm working on. Thanks for asking. The first day went fine. It was just a 50-minute class. Tomorrow I have a lot more. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't ask, Color. I'm glad to hear that it went fine. You have to give us any updates on stuff that happens. I've been talking so much this stream. My throat is like, hey, what we doing? Can we chill? Because I've been talking excitedly, because I'm very excited. You know, now that I think about it, I did. Why did I put a fucking deposit box in this? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of that one. I think my idea originally was that salespeople get paid per hour, but I don't think I want that. Do I? Thank y'all for the hydrates. I'm gonna have to get a drink. That's why I haven't been hydrated, because I don't have any drinks. 1 second. All right, I'm back. God damn it. Fucking green screen. Oh. God damn it. Not butter. Stop passing out creamy crayons. Don't envy the balancing act. Yeah, that's probably been the same thing. I'm excited to try to advertise cars and then meeting them at the shop to help them customize it. So just keep in mind, each character is only going to be able to own one business when we're done with this. Okay, sorry, that's not entirely correct. It's phrased wrongly. Each vital service to the city will only be ownable, or if someone owns a vital service to the city, then they cannot own another vital service to the city. So you cannot own both mechanic and dealership. To work at the dealership's completely fine. So it is a question of whether I want.
Yeah, what's crack? Hey, man, what's up? How you doing, man?
I guess buying a car, part of it can come hourly, like someone can get paid hourly from the from PDM, and then they get a 5% commission on any car they sell, and any sold car, 50% goes towards the dealer, like PDM's bank account. 45% goes to the treasury. 5% goes to the dealer. Maybe. I'm thinking of big item cars. Like, $100,000 on a car. If that all, if only 5% of that goes to the dealer, that's $5,000. But if that all goes, the other 95% goes towards PDM. PDM is going to have, all the money. Looking forward to what I have cooking up. Is bitchery considered a vital service? No. Yeah, Kiki is a public service. You need a scatter emote. We could add a scatter with the 7 TV. I had that no locked in the chamber, just waiting to say it to somebody. Raven just happened to be my target. So yeah, honestly, that's I think it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can showcase.
You good? Hi.
Oh yeah. Watch this. Hiya. I think streamer just likes saying no to me. Or you just have ideas that I say no about. You can smoke. He's queefing out of his mouth. Y'all see that? Y'all see my lights flicker just now? Okay, I still have internet. Why did you flash? Because my fucking power just flickered. But yeah, essentially the only other way to get money outside of hunting, fishing, scrapping, and criminal activities will be having a job. And I feel like that's fair. You know? I feel like people focus too much on the grind and not enough on the role play. And if you give them too much to do, they're just not going to role play. They're just going to do those tasks and not interact with other people. So close to getting new Tangia too. Fuck the power for doing that. That's funny. I'm sure it will, Raven. I'm sure it will. Oh yeah, I will be getting the banner MLO eventually. And that will be where people spawn. I liked that. I liked spawning at the banner. I like the banner being like this central location for people to hang out. Oh, there is a couple more things. Okay, cool. Okay, no, I lied. I'm a straight up liar. I'm a big, dirty, stinky liar. So so you can also do impound jobs. And so if I do a tow truck rental for a flatbed, I need to fix it teleporting you to the car because I don't want it to do that. I don't have the key. Oh, I got the key. What? Okay, that broke. Hold on. It might have just lagged. Might have just... Because that is not how that was working previously. Turn it. But, again, it probably just... Okay, see, there you go. That's how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to start on. I don't know why that one didn't. So, another thing that police can do, and this is, it's not really a money, it's a little bit of a money faucet, but only if certain things are, like, don't line up. So, police officers, so let's say this car was obscuring traffic. A police officer can mark it for tow. And if you see that impound call out, if you have a vehicle, a flatbed rented, you can accept that and it'll put it on your map as a something that needs towed. So you can then take the tow truck over to the car. You can block traffic like any good tow man should. You grab the tow hook,
I met him in the park.
attach the hook,
Great. Talk to you later.
winch it onto the bed, and it'll just pop it up there. And it says haul it to the impound. We're gonna just go right the fuck back here. You take it into here, and you mark it. You get $250 for that NPC job, and there you go. Now that only happens when cops mark an NPC vehicle for tow. So it's not just, you can't just grab any old car and tow it away and get money for it. And that's not, the primary source of a tow driver's revenue. A tow driver's primary revenue should be the whole, like, towing player cars thing. Thank God it's not the unscripted towing. I try to make these systems simple. That's kind of my philosophy for, like, doing everything in the server. is I don't want any of it to be overcomplicated. I want it all to be intuitive, to where, you know, you can reasonably figure out how to do shit so long as you try. Um, and shit just works. You know, not everything has to be mega real life immersion. You know, now that I remember, I think I removed the locks from it. Oh no, I didn't. They're just unlocked. Whoops.
Don't you fucking...
Some stuff. You're doing a great job with the server thinking about what people would want in that. Except cooking. You basically have to chase towing. I guess. I don't really know how it works, but it's pretty much stock with a little bit of extra steps added. Like, stock just wanted you to go over to a car while you were driving the flatbed and press E, and it just loaded the car onto it. The interactables were the addition. Cooking is still not going to be that complicated. Cooking is going to be as complicated as crafting. It's going to be, if you want to make this, you've got to have these ingredients. And you get these ingredients from the farmer's market or the game market. You know, that's pretty much it. It's like, I'm not going to make you buy meat to then turn into a burger patty or cut into a steak or make into meatballs to then make spaghetti and meatballs. It's going to be, if you want to craft spaghetti and meatballs, you need a kind of meat, pasta, a kind of pasta, and like tomatoes. And that's it. You know, it's not going to be overly complicated because it doesn't need to be overly complicated. It shouldn't be overly complicated. Because the moment you start overcomplicating shit is the moment you get people turned away from doing it. Oh yeah, Stroke Masters is Stroke Masters don't exist. Yeah, I think that might be everything. I think that might be... You know, obviously there's still some things that need done, like I need to test corner selling. Haven't tested that yet. I need to work on those bugs that I discovered during the stream, with the bank accounts not showing and with some pedestrians not showing for some reason. Only good thing about turning the meat into the patties and so on is it resets the condition counter on them so you can get them to last longer. Yeah, but I don't want that. Like, same thing with turning potatoes and uncooked potatoes. So, in my perfect world, you have to buy stock as you need it. You don't overstock. I mean, you buy about how much you expect to use, and yes, that does mean that sometimes food will be wasted. But the reason that is because otherwise, outside of employees, businesses like Burger Shot, Uwu, Plan B eventually, and any... Oh god. Game crashed. I mean, I closed it. I closed the game. Oh no, I closed it. You know, we were done. I showed you everything. They are pure profit if I don't make something that can cut into profits. Because even buying the ingredients from the supplier, you still make profit on your food. So if you're forced to buy from the supplier, it's just much less profit. It's much harder to make work with your employees and such. So the only draw on those businesses is because I don't really want to do the property tax thing. I don't want to make someone pay a monthly or weekly or whatever fee to keep their business. That's fucking lame. I'd rather that money just go towards the business to pay for ingredients and to pay for employees. So it will most likely just be the meat is there. And you know, you just don't buy a fuck ton. You know, buy as you need it. It doesn't expire in the farmer's market. So, you know, you don't really need anything more than what you could buy. You could be like, okay, I'll probably have, and it's not like it's going to expire within the day. You know, you can buy it and it'll last until the next day at least. So, you know, you can just be like, okay, we usually have this many customers. I you know, it takes this much to do this. And if you run out of, if you run out of, ingredients, that's a great problem to have. Close the shop for a minute, go to the farmer's market, fund our farmer players, you know? Yeah, it doesn't expire from the market. So long as it stays in the market, it has infinite durability. 30K property tax weekly seemed kind of crazy. I saw that back on your stream and I was like, holy fucking shit. But I feel like I have done a fairly good job at balancing the economy to where I don't need money sinks like that for businesses. Because it'll all go round. A person who has been scavenging has money from the recycling center. They give that money to Burger Shot, who gives that money to a person and to the farmer's market, which in turn gives money to the farmer pedestrians, which in turn gives money to the agriculture store, which then funds the treasury, thus funding every vital service. Yeah, 30K weekly for Uwu. Yeah, on Chase. I saw on Becca's stream that it was 30 fucking K a week. That was for the surprise 250. That's just too much. That's too much. Why gatekeep? Okay. I will go off on a whole tangent. I have problems with every server that I go to. And that's why I am making my own. You know, like it was really after over a year of trying different servers, I had too much gripe with how they were ran. And so I took the path that I could to make my own. But y'all running on notable great RP seeing game of the year 2026, 2027. Okay, so one other thing I'll say at the end here. I am hoping, this is tentative, I am hoping to have the beta of the server up and running by the 25th of this month. I am hoping that by the 25th of this month, I can open it to all of you to make your characters to run around on. Now, here's the thing. The beta is only going to be as much RP as y'all want it to be. I am not enforcing no value of life. I'm not really enforcing RP rules because that's not what it's for, you know? Raven left you a surprise in Tangia. Not even I know what this is about. The server is looking freaking amazing, and I can't wait to beta test it. Hope you realize I'll find exploits and let you know of them immediately. Good. That's the hope. Let me see. God damn it. I'm a liar. But the beta is not necessarily going to be RP. It can be RP. I'll be his little beta tester. My cute little Uwu beta tester. It can be. It can be as much RP as you guys want it to be. But before that, I would like you guys to just run around, interact with things, see how they feel. help with the new persons that is going to join RP for the first time. Exactly. Yeah, how that'll, I'm hoping. Oh, that's funky. Sorry. The edge of my stream deck it's causing a weird visual thing with the chat. Sorry. To test mechanics and economy, exactly. So what I'm going to do in the beta is I'm pretty much going to wipe every bank account. And I am going to give every vital service the $100,000 starter. And I'm going to hire anyone to own anything that they want to own and test that they think they'll be working a lot with or something like that. I don't really want to tell you exactly how it works, just to check to see how intuitive it is, because if it's not that intuitive, it kind of needs to change, But to some degree, I will teach on some things because, not everything will be exactly intuitive. Dibs on Uwu. You already got dibs on Uwu, Becca. Dibs on the potato fields. I will give you a potato field, Red. His head started popping like a lizard. Gonna cause so much chaos. I do gotta look into that as well, Casper. But yes, I am hoping to have the rest of what I'm working on done and sorted by the 25th. And then we're going to have about a month of the beta. I'm going to look at the economy and see where we're at. I'm going to see how many... God damn, Raven, you are on the tangents. I saw that one pop up on the other screen. I know what you want as well, Rex. And I will need that because the whole system with the deposit box and stuff, all of that is manually placed. So I will need the MLO, and then I'm going to need the the edit, basically. I'm going to need to place a register or use an existing register, probably place one, because that's how it's worked. There's a command for /biz register here. My cute little Uwu beta tester. That's you, Akira. That's you. That's you. But yeah. The 24th is in 7 days from today. 25th is what I think I said. I meant 25th, as in 8 days from today. Yes, that is when I hope to have the beta open. Because I've been working on this pretty much tirelessly. Today doesn't count as a day. I'll give you that one. I've just got to get the cooking system going. I'm gonna have to get individual shops up on the farmer market for each business. And I'm going to have to get hunting and fishing up and running. I don't think there's much more that's vital for beta after that. Right, thank you. So the mechanic stuff is actually done, except it needs rebalancing with how many parts everything uses. And only on the cosmetic stuff. So, technically speaking, the mechanic shop is already functioning as it should. And I think I showed that on the last dev update. I showed the crate mechanic and stuff like that. And then, yes, the gun crafting system as well. Something I need to... And I need to check on why the bank in Polito didn't have the drill options. I'm going to have to figure out why that was as well. I have not done the gun stuff. I do need to do the gun stuff. I've been putting off the gun stuff because it's intimidating. I am making a list. I'm making a list right now. I can look at the VOD. But yeah. And if there's... Oh yeah, and the dealership. And if there's anything else that comes up, I might just have to add it during the beta. That's the long and short of it. It might just be a matter of like, hey, this needs to be added or something like that. I don't know. But we'll get it. You know, through all of our collective efforts, we will make this the RP server we want it to be. And CRIMs will have fun, civs will have fun, new mechanics will be implemented, special assets will be given to the people who I know will use them. You should be proud of yourself making the server, not giving up, thinking what the people need, want. I know I'm proud of you for doing what you thought was right, if you know what I mean. I can't wait to see the beta server up and running again. Thank you, Spider-Man. I very much appreciate that. It's so funny reading your name. Thank you, Spider-Man. Feel like I'm a fucking citizen in a movie. Do you have any resources for getting 5M up and running for new peoples? Oh, you mean like a way for people to connect? I'm going to be buying a website domain, and I'm going to be attaching. We're going to have the Discord link to it. You can sign in with your CFX, sign in with Discord, and you can launch the server from the website. Because essentially, all that does, all the launching the server does from the website is check your listing status via your Discord roles, and launch 5M using a connect to a certain IP. That's all it does. So should easily be doable. Thousand, I'm so proud. I remember I invited you to Anthem. Now look where we are. I can't be more proud. Fucking, you know, I gotta say, y'all should really be thanking Rex, because I believe it was in a conversation that I had with Rex where I went, I'm gonna fucking make my own shit. And Rex was like, you can't fucking do that. God, how long ago was that? I'm scrolling through our DMs right now. God, we chat sometimes, eh? You and I, Rex, we do a little bit of chatting. But yeah, it was essentially back like in the middle of July, where Rex was like, you can't fucking do that. And I was like, fuck you, I can't do that, and then I did it. Yeah, I can't find it. It's so far back. I'm about to chat with you more, motherfucker. Damn, you like, well, I did something and it broke my computer. Don't do that. And you'll be like, awesome, good to know. It's like, it's so much alone, and now look at you now. Yeah, it is a lot alone. It's literally like all of my free time right now. Like, quite literally, I clock out of work. If it's not a stream day, I work on Oasis until bedtime. Or until dinner time. And then I go to bed. I wake up the next day. I work. I go on my lunch and work on Oasis. I go back to work. I clock out. I work on Oasis. I stream. I end stream. I work on Oasis. It has just been kind of fucking constant. If no one can do it, surely we can. That's funny. That is funny. That's another thing, is like, I don't know if... Thank you, Red, by the way. I saw you said I'm also really proud. I don't know if Milton will join. It's entirely up to him. You know, I can't really make him. I hope he does. I hope he enjoys the clothing bag system, because I honestly just got very frustrated that they won't give that to him. Like, he is one of the OGs of GTA RP. He's why I got into GTA RP, and why a fuck ton of other people got into GTA RP. I don't understand why you wouldn't devote some money and dev time to just make a working clothing bag system. But c'est la vie, you know, I did. Talking about Milton's boomer ass being able to install 5M. No, I get that. That's just for help. Literally, any of us could help any way we can. The problem is, there's not much y'all can do. All of these files are edited locally on my computer. So, you know, the best y'all can do is give me feedback and give me support, which y'all do, and I very much appreciate that. You have to tell them or have Labat tell them about the server first. Yes. So what I plan on doing is sending Labat a DM saying, hey, it's going, it's running, it's up. It's got this system that I think Milton would really like. Has a little community right now, so you know there is RP to be had. And you know, if Milton's interested, then I'm more than happy to just pass him through the whitelist system and get him in here. Gonna DM Labat and say activate. You want to focus on the server and that, but we also understand you need free time with Stella and your kids. I do still take free time with Stella and kids. Like Titus's birthday's coming up. We're gonna go to the trampoline park. With Stella, I'm writing with Stella constantly. We do written roleplay. I roleplay a lot. Pretty much back to back. You know, I take a break from dev to write to Stella, or I have D&D on Saturdays that I, hang out with friends. I am doing other stuff, but it's like 85% Oasis. And it's on purpose because I want it out fast. I want it out fast and good. It's got to be fast and good. And that's the balance I'm trying to strike, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job. But that's where we're going to end for today, friends. Thanks for hanging out. I'm glad you guys are as excited as I am. If you guys think of anything that you want in the server that you didn't see showcased here, join the Discord, right here, !Discord. Join right there. That we have a Oasis server suggestions channel. Please put your suggestions in there. And I'm just going to keep working on it until it's the server I always wanted to play on. Hopefully you guys will too. I will be back on Wednesday. Not quite sure what I'm playing yet. I'll have to figure that out. Might play some Vampire Survivor. It's a fun game. I can really lose myself in that game. Just to have a little bit of fun. But till then, take care of yourselves. Chris, what? When Halo? Yeah, I do need to get it. Thing is, I don't want to buy it. I want to put all my money towards Oasis right now. So we'll discuss that soon. Take care of yourselves. Say something audibly nice. God damn it. I know you fucks like to be rebellious with your stupid I'm not gonna, but fucking do it. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Bye. Again, I'd like to remind I am not Pastor Christ.